a young guard. To all the girls like us, yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup features two teams who both walked away with a notch in the loss column last week. It's the Chargers going up against the Colts. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Diego Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. On 1st and 10, Locke. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch it now, Barney. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll roll him out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Back to throw, Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Be right, be right, be right. Shut up. Be right, be right, be right.
And the wideout in motion.
Simple. 59. One day.
And the play clock's running down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that will be incomplete as well. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is... Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Check up. 5-40. Hey, easy.
On first down, it's Luck. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Luck on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
You're right.
Second and 10, Luck again. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Easy, alert.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Throwing is Luck. And this one's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Play clock winding down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Luck now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. Third and long. It's Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. They'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Second down and 4. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green.
Now they'll run on the draw. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Good.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Locke. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Three yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at. All right, here we go. Boom.
And they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Barney. All right, here we go. Philly, here we go. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got room. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw is left, and he slings one that's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Wrong.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Wrong.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Little motion now from the tight end. The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Luck now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Luck will try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Chargers a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. Philly, here we go. Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Detroit!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. The gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles. Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
5-16. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is low. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they better, because after the job the defense did.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Gun.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
Now let's go. Blue, Detroit. Back to Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A road win in the National Football League.
call it. Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down.